Hey y'all, it's Casey. I decided to make this video because I had heard something on the radio station last week that really rubbed me wrong. Started out, this girl had called into the radio station and she was talking about her and this guy had slept together and he quit calling her. So one of the radio people asked, well, is he married? And she said, well, yeah, he's in an open marriage. So they decided to three-way call. And so they three-way called, and his wife answers the phone, and they basically say, hey, you know, this is so-and-so. She slept with your husband. He isn't contacting her. He said you guys are in an open relationship and all this stuff. She said, no, we're not in an open relationship. And basically she said that they were getting ready to have a baby, and she's like, he's always out running the street. She goes, but I guess that's just how men are supposed to be. That really rubbed me wrong, because honestly, if it's a man, then no, that's not how they're supposed to be. You know, it's bad enough if a man decides to cheat on you when you're in a relationship, but if you're having a baby and the man decides to cheat on you, then no, that's not a man. That's a little boy you've got. And, you know, the fact is, if he can lay down and be responsible to bring another life into this world, then he needs to man up and he needs to take on that responsibility. He doesn't need to be out on the streets running around sleeping with all these girls. And if you are the one who is expecting the baby and your man's out running the streets, no, that's not okay. That's not a man for you. And to me, that's basically stating that he does not care about you, doesn't care about your child, because you never know what diseases are running around. You know, how would you feel if your man went out and slept with somebody, got AIDS, came home, slept with you, and you end up contracting AIDS, and then you come to find out your baby ended up getting AIDS from it. So if you've got a man who is faithful to you, that's good. But if you got a man that's out here running the streets, you guys need to kick him to the curb. Because obviously if you're letting him do it, then he's basically thinking, okay, well, I can go out and cheat and do whatever I want. It's not a big deal. My wife will stay here. And that's not only the fact that you are basically selling yourself short of what you're worthy, but what kind of example are you going to be setting for your kids? You're going to be showing your kids basically that this is how a relationship is supposed to be. You're going to be showing your sons, oh, okay, well, you let daddy go around and sleep around. That's okay. That's how I'm supposed to treat a girl. No, that's not how you're supposed to treat a girl. And also, if you've got a daughter, you are going to have your daughter watching this and being like, oh, okay, well, if I get into a relationship and the guy cheats on me, then hey, that's okay, because that's how men are supposed to be. No, it's not. Ladies, we need to stand up and we need to stand together and set a better example for our children. You know, how would you feel if your child comes home heartbroken because, you know, their significant other had cheated on them? I'd feel horrible. I don't know how you would feel. So, ladies, we really need to set a better example on how relationships are supposed to be. You know, it's not okay to be with a man that cheats on you. It's not okay to be with a man that decides to sleep around on you. You know, you got to stop and think of the example you're setting for your children. You know, would you be okay if your son was like, oh, hey, mom, I got 6 different girlfriends. Oh, hey, mom, I knocked one of these girls up, but I'm going to still go sleep with these other girls. I wouldn't be okay with it, you know. And how would you feel if your daughter, you know, is out here and she's with a guy who's beating on her and he's sleeping around on her and all this stuff, and when you try to explain to her, hey, you know, this is not how it's supposed to be, she's going to look at you and say, well, you let daddy cheat on you all the time. You let daddy put his hands on you all the time. So that's how life's supposed to be. So we do need to set a better example. You know, we need to let our boys be raised into men that we would be proud of, that are shown how to treat a lady. But at the same time, we also got to let our boys know their self-worth, you know. It's not okay to be with a woman that cheats on you and beats on you and stuff like that. It's not okay. Nobody deserves to have their hands, or have somebody put their hands on them. It's not okay. You know, we got to stand together as women. We've got to set examples for these kids, because when we leave this world, we're giving this world to the kids. So guys, please set a better example for your kids. And if you can't stay faithful to your significant other, then get out of the relationship, because it's not fair to you, it's not fair to them, and it's not fair to your children if you have any. So once again, let's stand together. Let's set a better example for our children. Stay strong, keep fighting.